What up, you skinny blips? You're watching Potato Salad Radio 88.1.
Help me!
You know what I mean?
Help!
Skinny blips. Skinny blips.
Skinny salad, potato salad.
Ain't easy.
Potato salad, y'all!
How do you connect with this gentleman over here?
Tell the story. I met him 3 years ago. I was in Toronto. Me and Ghetto Child.
Shout out.
Shout out to my man Ghetto.
Shout out Young God Ghetto.
I was in there.
You
I was
guys need
there.
to tell him that I'm not joking when I've been trying for like ever to get him on here.
Definitely. Next
I know
time.
he's a little bit. He's one of my Halifax like rap unicorns. It's like you're not sure if they really exist. Some people have seen them. They're hard to ever get in a place. You're like, I'm gonna take a picture of a unicorn.
Yeah.
No, you're not. But it's like, can we really get Ghetto here, please? J Electronica is like also a hip hop unicorn. It's like where's that album? Anyway,
Yeah, totally.
coming back. How did you're in Toronto?
So I was
Halifax
in Toronto,
dudes got to meet in
shooting
Toronto.
a video with Ghetto and Chic Luch from D Block.
Yep.
And we were supposed Peter Jackson. We were supposed to go to Peter Jackson. We ended up going out to St. Catharines and linking up with Classified and Noxx. He was out there, and Quake. They were on tour. Quake and Classified were on tour.
Right.
So we ended up going out there, and I didn't know Noxx at the time. It was an all-age show, right? And so I was outside doing my thing, and bumped into this cat, and we linked up, right? And we just started talking and politicking back and forth. We ended up having bomb energy, dope energy, great guy. And he told me, when you get back home, bro, we didn't even know each other. We linked up. We realized that we were both from the same spot. He told me to come home. When I get home, link up with him. I linked up with him, man. It's been a great friend to me.
What was it about him? Because in what he does, I'm not really sure that you would have heard what he did in that meeting, right? Like he could be, and I mean no shade to the man I'm not looking at right now, but
Totally, bro. Tell it how it is.
how the hell would you know this man was not just talking out his ass? What was it? Was it the energy?
I heard about Chris Noxx.
Why did you
before.
connect? Okay.
Through,
Tell me about it.
Through Ghetto and
Right, so
like
he had a
Quakes
name. When
and-
you
yes,
heard
I
Chris Noxx, you're like,
Noxx. Didn't know
okay,
him.
I've heard of you.
But every time I heard a beat, like in the studio with either Quake or Ghetto, I would say, man,
Where's
who
that
made
from?
this fucking
That's
beat?
right.
I don't know if you could curse out here. I'm so sorry.
It's already done. It's
But
already done.
It's here now. But who made this beat?
Right.
And everybody would be like, yo, that's Noxx. So I'm like, man, I gotta, man.
So when
much
you
to
heard
this
the
guy.
name, you're like, oh, that's already.
Yeah, and then as soon as he
Official
told
to
me,
me.
as soon as he told me, I'm Noxx.
Right.
I'm Chris Noxx. I was like, yo, this guy.
Let's connect.
Yeah, I've been like, this guy. I've been trying to connect with this guy for years.
Right.
You know?
Right. So Noxx, coming over to you.
Yes,
We're gonna
sir.
get into your history a little bit, but
You betcha.
let's go back to that moment.
Absolutely.
What was it about Notes that you were like, hey man? Because I feel like in your position, especially now, as much as I see you putting out like, yo, you want to work with me, hit me up on these whatevers.
That's right. Very selective.
People are knocking down, like I'm sure that you're turning down more than you're taking, and that's how it
Absolutely.
should be.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
you want that cream. I
Absolutely.
I understand that. What was it about this man that was like, yo, I'd love to connect. I'd love to connect.
Man, it was just an interesting tale, bro. Like for me, I just go with the vibe. I'm very conscious of energy and frequency and vibration. And the brother Notes, man, he just was vibrating. You know what I'm saying? He was just out there on his frequency, on his God shit. And we connected. It was a pack of backwoods that brought us together. And it was just magic after
My
that,
dude.
man.
My dude.
We was out there. I was out there with Neon Dreams, and we had gone to check out Quake and Luke because they were on tour together, and they were finishing up their tour out in Ontario. And it was just a dope time. So we went out there to go, party and hang out with them. And I met him in the parking lot. I think it was the parking lot. We were just, cracking some brews out the trunk and went through a pack of backwoods. And I had met Notes before at Ghetto's studio, but it was very briefly. I was there doing some business with Ghetto. He was getting some tracks off me. And we had met very briefly, but we never really got the chance to connect. So when I had seen him out there, I was like, I want to make sure I connect with him. Because even when I had met him at Ghetto's, I don't know if you remember this.
No, I don't even.
Because when I met him at
The
Ghetto's,
show is working. Now it's working.
yeah. So when I met him at Ghetto's, Ghetto had been telling him about telling me about him for a minute, and he'd been like kind of sending me some stuff that they had been working on. And I was at the time like, I'm always looking for songwriters. So like a big thing that like the door is really open is for songwriters, you know, for me, because they're really, we can do everything else, you know. And kind of at this point we do everything now that Knotez is like the main songwriter, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
with the company. But before that, I was really on the scout for songwriters. You know, it's just an integral part of what I do. I need to be able to have hooks and reference tracks that I can sell to a major artist, you know, not just the track. Nowadays, it's just not enough anymore.
Interesting.
So at that time, I had kind of like, in my head, I was trying to get up with him to, you know, to chop some business up and see if there's, you know, any creative stuff that we could do. So when I had seen him in Toronto, I just made a point to, you know, grab him, get his energy, and really try to build with him. And then from there, it was really a wrap. I think maybe like 2 weeks later, we were back in Scotia, and he came to my old studio
Right
in
away.
Clayton Park. And, yeah, we just, you know, it was amazing.